In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the original STA RITE filter grids with a different brand. It's called Unicel. This system is 53 square feet, and it's a DE system. And I think the model is S8D110. I had this for about 10 years, and the filter grids started to crack, and it was passing DE into the pool. And I checked online and found OEM parts from Unicel, a little cheaper than buying the original STA RITE filter grids. So this is the inside of my DE filter system. This is the manifold, and there's 13 individual filter grids. And then there's, under here, there's another plastic bracket that holds them in place at the bottom. And then the top manifold holds them in place with the holes over here. And these connect in this way. There's two metal rods with wing nuts that hold this in place, and then there's a little filter up here with the connector. So I'm going to take this apart and insert new filters I bought. Again, the brand is Unicel FS-3053, and this is for a 53 square feet STA RITE system that I have. And these are various sizes. As you can see here, I've had this for 10 years and I just patched it up, but it was passing DE into the pool. And the best way to work this is just to put some blocks underneath so it's kind of sitting flush. And then you can slowly take it apart from the top and put it back together. All right, so I took out the 13 filter grids, and I'm left with the manifold and that bottom bracket and these two copper rods. I'm just going to take this apart, clean this a bit, and start putting it back together. All right, I cleaned out the manifold, and I decided to put the manifold down and install the grids down this way. I'm using a 4x4 block here and a 2x4 here, so this is somewhat level. And I'm going to start inserting these. Make sure you insert them in the proper order by size. When you take these off, and before you take them off, take a picture prior so you know what sizes go where, because they are different sizes. So I'm going to insert these by size order based on the picture I took. Just going to insert these all along and see if I can easily mount the top bracket. I might need help to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and do that and be right back. All right, I started installing 6 of these grids. As you can see, they're in the proper size order. Again, look at the picture you took before taking them off. I also put 3 2x4s here, so now it's kind of stable all the way around. And these go in pretty easily. You slide them in. Right there's a slot, and they slide right in, and you can just tap it down a little bit and continue finishing the rest of these. I put all 13 on, and they're just sitting in the manifold here, all 13, and they're in the proper order here by size. And back here is the manifold, and you can see that these here are smaller, so the manifold piping is recessed in. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean these rods, just clean them a little bit with the wire brush. And the base bracket, it's universal. It can go either way. You can go this way or this way. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to take these rods, and I'm going to put these rods down into the hole here. Put them down this way, and then line this thing up and tighten the screws up on both sides, both rods. So I put this top bracket on, and you can see here the filter grid fits in the inset here, right? Every other one. So I kind of started from the right. From this side here, I apply a little pressure down, and then I would just drag these over and fit them underneath and just kind of push this down to get this down. You could do it with two people. I did it by myself, so it wasn't that bad. Just be patient. All right, the top piece is on. They're all lined up. And what I did is I just came to the side here and make sure the this top bracket is lined up perpendicular with the manifold. So when you put the rod in over here, that this is perpendicular to the filter grids. All right, these are the rods that I just brushed them down, took off any corrosion. These are copper rods with the threads down here, and then you just pop them in the hole here. Just make sure that if you can see in here, there's the hole in the manifold. Get that in there, right there. And then this drops down. And just turn this either way so it sits nice and flush. And do the same thing on this side with the second rod. And then just come underneath here. And then just put the wing nut on both sides, this side and that side. Tighten it up, and then you're done. Yeah, if you can get the blocks like this with the wood and set it up properly, it's very easy to put this together. All right, I flipped it over. So the manifold is up top now. And I just put the wing nuts on when they were on the bottom, just so everything stays together. You can tighten it up. At this point, you can tighten it not too tight, because this is a plastic material. You don't want to bust the manifold. I actually bought a new manifold and the bottom bracket, but they sent me a manifold where the pipe was way off by 15 degrees and the bottom bracket was the wrong size. It was for the smaller filter. And the last thing you have to put on here is this little tube with its own little filter right there. And then we'll give this a shot, see how it works out. There it is, all put together. All right, I dropped in the entire filter system, the manifold, into the filter base unit. Make sure that your little hose here and this little filter cap is plugged in. Everything is tightened. And I'm just gonna screw this back on. Just tighten this, put the cap on, and see how it works out. Okay, so I started my system yesterday with the new filter grid elements, and the PSI was somewhere around 18 yesterday, which is normal for my system. And today it's about 21, 22, which is to be expected as the filter is pulling in all of the contaminants. So this I need to get backwashed maybe today or tomorrow. So all in all, I give these filter grid elements a thumbs up. I think they're doing their job so far, and hopefully they will last many years, just like the original. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video.